All right, we are doing viewer polls. We got 48 sacreds. We're live right now with 147 viewers. Yeah, people are here for the polls, baby. People love ripping shards, and so do I. So without further ado, this is a somewhat kind of like retired account that Sunrail has here, but he's like, we got a bunch of sacreds. It's a 2x. Let's rip them. So it's called Insane Real, or Insane Real, whatever you want to call it. Got 48. The Cheshire...
The trash singing, mash... flinging.
I can't say that. The Cheshire, the cat's on 2x. Or the cat's on rate up, I should say. He's on targeted boost. He's on 10x. And we got a 2x, a little 2x by 10x. 12% chance to hit every time we pull a sacred. Let's do it, bye. Come on now. We start off with Epic. Thanassel. Thanassel is a very, very good champion. I think a lot of these champions I will know very well, and a lot of them I'll have never heard of, and that'll be a lot of fun for me. 47 remain. Another Epic, off to a nice cold start. Luria. Luria's a freeze girl, I believe. Yes, she's a sweet little freeze girl. Little block buffs, why not? Okay. Not how I pictured it, man. I was picturing a legendary every single pull. I was actually anticipating 48. There's Adriel, no thanks. That is going to be a no from me, dog. Another Epic. This is not a 2x, I don't think. Magnar, fantastic. He was an old fusion champion. That is a huge HP Epic Nuker. You see him in Arena a lot. We are 4 deep with no legendaries to show. It feels so bad. It actually feels terrible. It doesn't feel good. Hey, there's our first one. And hey, whoa, Knave of Hearts. All right. Who needs the card flippy event? Who needs that? Who needs a card flippy event when you can... Apparently, I think they were saying the Knave of Hearts is the worst of the Alice bunch. But hey, brand new, very cool. With the chained up heart exposed. It's a very cool aesthetic. 1 for 5. That ain't bad. Looks very cool. Looks very cool. Another back to Epic. Back to Epic. Allure. Allure is a ton of fun. Build this girl with some crit. Drop that turn meter. Kind of a cheat code. Kind of poorly designed, I would say. This is kind of a very OP broken skill. I don't think the developers probably anticipated it to function the way it does. But it does, so who cares? Another Epic. Spider. These are all, we're only getting OGs. These are all back from my day. Spider has AoE weaken, if I'm not mistaken. Looks like he's got a, when you ascend him, he's got a big version AoE decrease attack, and then, he actually's got both. An AoE decrease defense and an AoE weaken, but nothing is guaranteed. 100% chance on the defense, but on a 5-turn cooldown, and then you get what? This is a 70% chance on the weaken. It's not bad though, but yeah, it's not great. That's someone who's been power crept in a big way. Another legendary, come on. I don't know her. Chat, let me know if she's good. She looks great. Very cool. Gaiath, the Truth Shield. She's got a hole here and a hole here, but I'm sure she doesn't have a hole in her heart. This A1 places an extra hit on enemies under decreased crit rate or decreased crit damage. I'm assuming she puts that out. The extra hit is always a normal hit, but so it can't crit, but it does ignore 50% of the target's defense. Pretty decent, we're hearing. AoE before attacking increases the duration of all ally buffs. I like that buff extension. You can book this down to a 3-turn cooldown, actually. Defense-based damage on all this stuff. Damage inflicted by this skill increases by 5% for each buff that had its duration increased. Okay. So if you got a lot of buffs out, then you do this. This is a nice little damage booster. There's a lot of buffs that get extended. AoE reflect damage buff on all allies for 2 turns. 50% ally protect on all allies except for this champ. Also places strengthen and an increased resistance on this champ. So a little ally protection. 3-turn cooldown. Kind of like it. I wish they showed you the max stats instead of what her current level 1 5-star stats are. But if the stats are good, she could be really good. And then this passive, when an ally under reflect damage buff is attacked, plays a 30% decreased crit rate debuff, and then the decreased crit damage on the attacker. That's where this comes play. She seems pretty good. Okay for faction wars. I mean, she's not, you can't say she's a bad champion. Nothing here we're going to lose our mind over, but could be a lot worse. And for those playing along at home, we've pulled 8 times. We've gotten 2 legendaries. Make it 3 and 9. I don't like this guy. He was a fusion back in my day. Tatura Rhyme-Hide. He's not bad at all, but he's not so perfect and special. We got a AoE, 3-turn cooldown. You can get lucky with these books. Big version, increased defense and block buffs. An AoE here. Damage based off of defense. Places a perfect veil buff on all allies except this champion for 2 turns. Places a shield buff on this champion for 2 turns. equal to 20% of the damage inflicted. So I don't remember how hard he hits, but hey, AoE Perfect Veil, that's pretty cool. What do we got over here? We've got attacks on an enemy, 80% chance of placing decrease accuracy. Okay. So that goes to 100%. That's not too shabby. He's like fine. He's totally acceptable. One attack reflects 30% of the damage this champion receives back to the attacker. Also has a 30% chance of placing a freeze. I believe he was like a Christmas fusion or around Christmas fusion, if I'm remembering right. Is this all battles? No, Doom Tower defense. Hey, we're 3 for 9. You can't freaking complain about 3 for 9. That's what my grandfather always told me, 3 for 10. Still batting 300. There's Adriel again. No thank you, Adriel. We want the Cheshire Cat. You think, how many legendaries do you think we're going to pull before we get the cat? Or are we just not going to get the cat? Defiled Sinner, hate this guy so much. HWZ says we might not get a legendary. Or we might, oh my God, Herndig, this is my boy. I was saying, HWZ saying we might not get the cat, but hey, that's our 4th freaking legendary in 12 pulls. That's 33%, baby. The rates are indeed rating. Herndig is awesome. Herndig's got it all going on, baby. Attacks an enemy, he gets an extra turn and decreases the cooldown of his A3 if he snags a little kill. He decreases that by 2 turns. I love Herndig. He was a great fusion back in the summer of 2021. What a time to be alive. It really was. Then here we got AoE, decreased defense and decreased accuracy on a 3-turn cooldown. Books out to 100% chance. Then we got a big ass turn meter drop. And then when ascended, he also, after that, if you get a crit, which you will because you know how to build your champions, unless he weak hits or something, you're going to get a big old AoE with a 100% chance for AoE weaken to stack on top of that AoE decreased defense. Mamma mia. Then you also are going to place an HP burn debuff for 2 turns after the attack on the enemies upon any enemy whose turn meters are below 30%. So it's not 100% guaranteed AoE HP burn, but it's going to land on some people, and you're going to cook with that. You're going to cook in a big way. The passive, it fills this champion's turn meter by 10% every time they're hit, occurs once per hit. Also, this champion's turn meter by 20% whenever an ally dies. He's awesome. Herndig's so cool. Arena battles, you're not really going to often use an attack lead. Herndig's just great. He's very well-rounded, well-designed champion. Love him. Incredible hair. We're 4 for 13. There's Vala. No thanks. Defense-based epic. Don't care about her very much. Another epic. Okay, we're cooling off. Horfreeze also was in a fusion back in my day. We've only found that second legendary, Giath, or whatever her name is the only one who I didn't know. I'm kind of impressed at myself for that, or I guess surprised. Like, where's all the new guys that I don't know? Horfreeze, though, back then there weren't any revivers in the Skinwalkers, so kind of a big deal when Horfreeze popped up. Got to kind of put books in her, though. Or him. I don't know. What gender is this hippo? I have no idea. I want my 5th legendary. Come on. Another Adriel. So we pulled 15 Sacreds. We pulled 3 Adriels. So 20% hit rate on Adriel. What's going on with this Adriel nonsense? Another epic. This sucks. Okay, this was one of the Battle Pass guys. Ursine Ice Crusher. The Whirlum Stagnite days. There's also, he's got his brown friend. And there's the polar bear one and the brown bear one. Which one is he? Dang, AoE decreased crit rate? I mean, what are we doing? Block active skills. That's not bad. What's the chance to land this? 10%, books out to 30%? Okay. Decreases damage all allies receive from crits. That's kind of cool. So whenever an enemy lands anything but a crit, he gets a little turn meter boost, and then all battles? It is all battles. That's fine. We've got, okay, someone I don't know. Nogorio. Double hitter, places an extra hit if this champion is under increased attack. I'm assuming he places upon himself. Oh, here, the passive. On this, he places on him for 2 turns. He places the increased attack whenever an enemy's HP drops below 30. This is on a 3-turn cooldown. Why does that have to be on a cooldown? Like, would he be too OP if it was not on a cooldown? He's got a block buffs on a single target. He can also steal the buff, so he's under increased attack. AoE, decrease the cooldown of this skill by 1 turn when attacking an increased attack buff, so this can effectively be a 3-turn cooldown. Block active skills as well. I don't know. I'm not in love with this guy at all. I guess if you have someone else consistently keeping the increased attack up. All right, we're ice cold now. Another Shadowkin, Burungiri. Chat, you can let me know. Can he do something cheesy in the Doom Tower? Shield Boy? I think that's it. Bommel? Oh, he's good for Bommel. He can solo Bommel. There it is. Okay. And he's got a very cool mustache. His mustache is made of blue Super Saiyan flames. All right, we're 18 deep, and we've pulled 4. We're 0 for our last 6, though, which is not what I like to see. I would like many, 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 many more. She's OG, Lady Atessa. She looks like she should be in like Soul Calibur or something. She used to suck. Does she still suck? A very, very, very basic ally attack. Single hitter with a 100% chance to stun on a 3-turn cooldown. Yeah, she sucks. Oh, there it is. Oh, another fusion. Nishak, Vermin Lord. He's a bomb boy, I believe. He's one of the last fusions I ever did, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, AoE, 100% chance for bombs. If the HP of the target, so like high-level stuff, is 200,000 or higher, the bombs are going to deal double damage. Pretty dang good. Yeah, good progression guy here. This account is fairly well progressed, to be fair. But yeah, cool bomb boy. Lots of fun stuff. AoE decrease attack. Attack in all battles. What do we got here? Every time a bomb debuff placed by this champion detonates or is removed, a little poison action. He can do some crazy stuff. I believe he was soloing a lot of stuff back in the day because of how these bombs and the poisons were interacting. Get him in a cheeky little regen set. Why not? Yeah, we've pulled fusions on like every single one, haven't we? I think actually, except for, we've pulled 5 legendaries, I think, except for Gaiath or whatever that Sacred Order lady I didn't know was. I think they've all been fusions. There's Jareg. People thought Jareg was good back in my day, and then they thought he wasn't. I feel like he's like fine. 4-turn cooldown, ally protect, AoE increase defense. He was very nice for clan boss back in like 2019. And then you got a decrease attack here. So what, this book's out to a 75% chance, 80 with sniper. So yeah, you can see why. HP in all battles. That's pretty juicy though. 33%, Mamma Mia. I'm ready for more gold. Snorting Thug, not even going to comment. Who is this? I don't know who this is. Falja. Double hitter, destroys max HP. All right, so we're thinking the scary boy, the scarab boss. We got a full depletion of the target's turn meter, 100% when booked on a 4-turn cooldown. AoE fills this champion's turn meter by 15% and heals them by 15% of the damage inflicted if it's a crit. So build it with crit, 3-turn cooldown, not too shabby. Passive, if this champion has 2 or fewer buffs at the start of the turn, places a 50% increased attack and a 30% increased crit damage on this champion. So as long as there's not other people buffing her, this is probably going to basically always happen. So that's not bad. She seems pretty dang solid. Apparently, Nishak is meta right now in Live Arena. That's cool. Filia was Fusion Fodder too. Kingashi, he was in that first batch of Shadowkin that were added back in the day. We've cooled off in a big way. At one point, we were 4 for 12. Now we are, 5 for 25. So it's been a rough go of it. Terror Beast is really annoying to face in like early game wave stuff. Right? Isn't there a Terror Beast in the Ice Golem? This stupid reflect damage. God, should we reset the game? This is nonsense. Kalia, she has HP burn, right? Yeah. Does she suck? I feel like she definitely sucks. Ooh, I don't know who this is. This is someone new. Cormac the High Peak. Ally attack, all battles, 20%. We've got attacks one enemy, 40% chance, books up to 50 of placing big version decreased speed. That's a pretty nice A1. Attacks one enemy before attacking, 100% chance when booked on a 3-turn cooldown of placing big version decreased defense, and then places increased accuracy buff and increased crit rate buff on this champion, not everybody, for 3 turns on a 4-turn cooldown, but he's an extra turn champion, so this is effectively a 2-turn cooldown. Yeah, I mean, selfish kind of guy, but pretty nice kit. All right, more epics. We got Titty McQueen over here. Never heard of her. And Dahlia. Let's see. Her A1 attacks one enemy's tit. Has a 25% chance of putting a tit debuff on them for 1 turn. Attacks all enemies. 100% chance when booked on a 3-turn cooldown of placing a big version decreased tits for 2 turns. Finally, the passive counterattacks when attacked by enemies under decreased attack debuffs. This book's down to a 0-turn cooldown. Does that mean there's no cooldown? Is that effectively what that means? Kind of like that counterattack. So you can get a lot of provokes out. She seems solid. HP hero. Accuracy in all battles. She feels like an early mid-game kind of champion, but not bad. 20 left. We've done 28 so far, and we've pulled 5 legendaries, which sounds really good. That's better than 1 in 6, but at one point we were 4 for 12. So let's see. She's an OG. Hope, Canoness. She looks just like Hope. Hope got a big buff, didn't she? Hey, we got 200 viewers. Thank you, guys. This is my most popular raid stream. I guess it's universal across all gachas. People love ripping shards. Gordon, no thank you. No comment. What was that? Mordecai. That was a crazy, crazy weird delay thing. I hope we get this account at the very least the Queen of Hearts, right? I haven't checked the group. We'll check at the end of this. What do we got? Horfurys again. So much fusion fodder. Mordecai was fusion fodder too. He was a Brogni hero. Brogni epic. That was a crazy. That was the first ever hybrid fusion in the history of Raid. Mordecai was part of that. Then we got Horfurys, the tusked over here again. Little titties. 16 left. We are ice cold. It really hurts. Remember, I did predict 6. There's Tagoar, my sweet boy. If you want to learn more about Tagoar, watch all of my content. He's in everything I do. Who do we got? Wow, this sucks. Like, this sucks so much. So I need to do the math. So we've pulled 34 times. We were 4 for 12. So since then, we pulled 22 times. And we got 1 legendary. Pharsalis, I think he also was in a fusion. Is everyone just in a fusion or is a fusion at this point in the game? Hey, there we go. Come on. Cat. Another fusion. Gerp Tuck Mossbeard. What's going on? What's going on? Chat, can someone tell me, you're watching the future, tell me what's going on. We are on my prediction of 6, but where's my goddamn cat? So the 10x is for clowns. The 10x is fake. It's made up. This game is just like every other game. They're yanking our absolute chain. Never get your hopes up. Nothing good will ever happen to you. That's what I'm trying to say. Jotun. Gross. Okay, she got a big ass smile. What's your name? Theresk. You do a double hitter. Each hit has books up to 40% chance of increasing the duration of a random debuff. I don't hate it. Don't particularly like it. A triple hitter. So we got lots of hits going on with this lady. Books up to a 60% chance of removing 1 random buff. Okay. I don't like all these like way less than 100, but many hits. AoE books up to a 75% chance on a 4-turn cooldown of placing decrease resistance. This passive better be amazing. No, she's no good. No. Who is this? Who are you, man? So he is gorgeous. Wizgar, HP based. He's got a quad hitter on the A1. Hello. Attack one enemy 4 times. Each hit heals the ally with the lowest HP by 2% of his max HP. Kind of love that. I can't tell how high it is because they show me. Who is this useful for? Base 4-star hero. Why are they showing me his stats at level 1, 4-star, no ascension? Show me at like 6 stars of ascension, level 60, so I can actually get a sense of what these guys are like. Coldheart also has a quad hitter. Rowan, not Ronan. Rowan, they're saying. Heals all allies by 10% on a 3-turn cooldown. Counterattack on himself. And then we got reflect damage and a shield equal to 20% of his max HP. So if his HP pool is big, he seems like a very, very, very good, or at least very solid epic. Restores destroyed max HP whenever this champion heals themselves or an ally. Okay, so if there's content where you're getting your HP destroyed, he comes in. 10 more. Give me 2 more legendaries, please. 2 more legendaries. Ooh, miscreated. Halloween 2019. What a time to be alive. Sakara, Alika. You know what I'm talking about. They look the same. Come on. No thanks. I'm not interested. If we don't get another legendary, I'm going to quit the game. Chancellor Yasmin. She's got a 2-turn cooldown on the A2. Am I right? Oh, I am with a big ass heal. Let's go. I think that was a 19% all battle speed aura too. God, that had a slight delay. This guy's kind of hot. That's like his whole thing. We could read the kit, but that's like his whole vibe is he's like a 7. We got Giscard. Yeah, he was also in the Brogni, I believe. I think it was Skimfos, Mordecai, Giscard, and he was definitely in Brogni. I can't remember who the last one was. It will come to me. Brogni was a big moment in my life. I didn't have anything else going on in my life, so that all sticks in my brain. We're not going to pull another legendary, and I'm going to cry a bunch. We got Skiramis. We talked about him on my channel with Mad Capper. There's a lot going on here. I like him. AoE decrease attack. We've got 75% chance to place the provoke AoE on a 3-turn cooldown. Ooh, little continuous heal and a little counterattack. HP all battles. This is just solid. Just solid. Well-rounded little guy. All right, we got 4 more. Keep in mind, we've done 44 pulls now. We've pulled 6 legendaries, which was my prediction, was 6. Not a cat in sight. Even though there's some nice little moments in here. Wow, 48. Something many of us will never do on our own accounts. Masamoto. Cool. Wow, we're not going to pull another legendary. Jarang. Nice, nailed it. One of the first epics I ever pulled on my first account ever. He is without a neck. It's actually a sad tale. He was diagnosed with no neck disorder when he was about 12 years old. He looked in a mirror. He diagnosed himself. All right, 2 more shots. Come on. God dang. Oh, the last one is going to be the cat. Royal Guard, phenomenal. Unless something changed in the game. That's a phenomenal pull. This last one is the cat. Buckle up, guys. Show me the gold. Cat. Okay, not the cat, but cool looking as hell. So that's 7. We got 7 legendaries. 7 and 48. I mean, that's better than 6 would be 1 and 8, right? So the rates were very much rating. Walking Tomb Drang. He's insane, I'm being told. HP base. I don't know him. Double hitter. Instantly activates any HP burn on the target. Does he put out HP burn? AoE, HP burn. Irresistible. This guy, you should have seen him on Valentine's Day. This guy is irresistible. 2-turn, irresistible HP burn. So as long as he's not weak hitting, he is a superstar. 3-turn cooldown. This guy, if you get this guy early, he's gonna take you to the promised land. He's got an equalized HP of all allies, so I guess they all go up to the highest level. They're brought up to the ally with the highest. Yep. Attacks one enemy. The attack ignores 30% of the target's defense if the target's current HP is equal to or lower this champion's HP. And I'm assuming it's very high because it looks really high for being 1 star at 5 stars. Why are they not showing us the max stats? It's crazy. Decrease the cooldown of Exalted Pyre by 1 turn if the target's current HP is higher. Okay, so he either does a really big one-hitter or he gets this effectively on a 2-turn cooldown. He seems really good. He's got a reflect damage. He receives back to the attacker if the champion has 50% HP or more. 30% more damage instead if the champion has less than 50% HP. All battles, 30% all battles. He seems great. I'd love to pull him on my account. There we go. We pulled 48 Sacreds for Sanrael. We pulled 7 legendaries, 3 Adriel. I don't know why that was so crazy to me, but our first 15 pulls, we got 3 Adriel. And are we going to get Queen of Hearts? Will we get the Queen? Hell yeah, we will. Oh yeah. Queen in the bank. Thank you for watching. Share with your mother. Goodbye.
Fastidious.